Hello, it's the Inbox Collector here, and I am doing this series of Spider-Man Web Trap series from 1997 by Toybiz, and check it out. There are 3 Spider-Man in this series of action figures, and we start with future Spider-Man. You can never have enough different variants of Spider-Man. He comes with like a spaceship, bug-looking helmet. Articulation not great. His arms will go up and down. There are bends in these elbows here. We've got like a tentacle on this arm and spikes, and not really sure, like an abdomen look of a spider there on this arm. And he's really cool sort of tripod feet. The first in the series, and he comes with this cocoon trap. They all come with traps. Sadly, I don't have all the traps loose, but I do have some, so that's a bonus. I decided to do these today because I finally finished this series off. These go for around £30 each, sometimes a little less. It just depends. If we look on the back here, it will show us what that cocoon type trap does. And there is some differences in packaging, which I do believe could be down to some being from the States and some being in Europe. But nevertheless, these are a cool series of figures. Of the 5 figures, I think the 2 that are not Spider-Man are the better of the 5 figures. You'll see what I mean. On the back also, we've got a lot of other companies like Lancet, Playmates and Famosa all mentioned here. And I think that is because of distribution. They may have helped with distribution. I don't know if it was because there was like a collaboration going on. I really couldn't say. My guess would be it could be either or both. I really don't know. But there you are. There is the first one in this Web Trap series. The second one we're going to look at is this absolutely amazing gold and green Scorpion, which I'll just get to focus in there. There we are. I've only just acquired him. I've been wanting to get this figure for a long time. The price wasn't right, and then I managed to snag it at £30. It's the first figure I've bought in a long time because, hey, who's got money for action figures at the moment? Let me know in the comments, what with the cost of living and everything. Now, this one came with a really cool trap, which I'll show you guys in a minute. And this particular figure was also re-released in a different paint job in a double pack later on with a holographic card alongside a Spider-Man. Pretty cool. If we look at the packaging now, see the difference? We've got that spider up in the top corner, and we haven't got that yellow background. It's just web, comparing it to this one here. And we've also got a JPEG on this one. And a traditional peg on that one. This one has been cut by someone. It should go along, but it is still a JPEG there. But yeah, there is the Scorpion. Really cool, really menacing. A great figure. Articulation of the time, we have got some articulation in the shoulders, in the knees, in the thighs there. So there is some typical 90s Toybiz articulation. But yeah, a great looking figure. I hope you'll agree. Let's take a look at this. This is the web trap that he comes with. A giant Scorpion, really well detailed, got pincers here. There are wheels on the bottom so you can roll it along. It's just really cool. And the idea is if you push the head in like so, the trap springs open to catch Spider-Man or whoever he decides to catch on the day. It's got some cool details like this face on this side and almost like acid, sort of, which has melted its actual tail there, just to show how deadly this Scorpion is. But a great accessory. All of these come with really good accessories, but this one is definitely by far my favourite. Next up, we've got Spider-Man with a strange sort of body pose, almost as if it's tilted at an angle, as you can see. Really well textured though, really well detailed and coloured. Articulation on this one is strange because there's articulation in the knees and in the feet and in the thighs, but then there's no rotation in the elbows. They're sort of fixed arms. There is some in the shoulders. It's got that Todd McFarlane sort of style Spider-Man head with the wider eyes, which is pretty cool. Loads of details and textures going on, as I've said. Yeah, pretty cool. And he comes with a trap, of course, and that trap, unfortunately, I don't have a loose one of, but basically it's a spider that when you pull it up on the string, it pulls the sides up to catch one of Spider-Man's enemies. Now, packaging wise, this one is also on a JPEG, and I'm going to say none of these have like a description of the characters like we used to see him. It's just different languages and explains how to operate the trap in the different languages down the side. There's none of this sort of Spider-Man was, you know, Peter Parker was bit by a spider, all those sort of describing things that we are used to seeing. And like I say, again, different packaging from that first one that I showed you. So I'm guessing some were state released and some, I don't know which is which, and some were released in Europe. I think that's what's going on here. Let me know in the comments if you could shed any light on as to why it's different. But this is my best, like, sort of educated guess, if you like. Next up is what I would consider the second best figure in the series, and that is, if I bring this in close and try and get that glare off, is Rhino. The reason why I love this Rhino is A, I had it as a kid, so there's that nostalgia and memories to it, and B, he was a lot bigger than a regular Rhino that we got from the first series, so it felt like a Rhino, how Rhino should be at the time. Of course, it's been surpassed by the Marvel Legends Hasbro Rhino that we've now had. He also came with a trap, which I have loose and I'll show you. I like this sort of boils and details that they've put on him here. It's really cool. As you can see, that same sort of packaging as the last one I showed you, but this one's not had the box cut, which is across the top, which is what someone's done on the other two. But definitely the second best figure, I would say, in this series. Good old Rhino. Here is the unusual trap. If you're wondering why I've just got the traps, it's because I bought up a big box of Toybiz bits and pieces that I spotted on eBay quite some time ago. Now, I'm not sure if this is broken. There's lots of cool little details like that spider web there and these spiders and stuff like that. But basically, you push this out and the idea is these bits pop open like so, and then you release it and it was supposed to catch the leg inside, and there's a spider hidden or housed within there. So yeah, pretty cool. Definitely of its time, but a cool accessory, definitely. And last but not least is Monster Spider-Man. Bright, vibrant blues and reds. Really cool, really creepy looking. You can never have enough sort of variants of Spider-Man. This is really cool. He's got these pincers here, which are awesome. And he's got these other little arms here with, that looks like even a hand, where he's kind of mutated. Just really cool. Articulation on those legs looks all right as well. Looks like there's quite a lot of movement there. Just really hideous, but awesome. And he comes with this giant spider, which I do have loose, so I'll show you that and give you a demonstration as to what that does. Here it is, this sort of hideous looking giant spider, which is substantial. It's like quite a large accessory, as you can see from it being in my hand. And the idea is, and I'm not sure this one's fully operational, but we'll give it a go. You pull all these out. This one, sadly, it flicks back in, but you pull all these bits out, and then when the unsuspecting figure stands on this one, it all springs in to grab them. Really cool. A really cool accessory, a cool trap to go with the monster spider. You get another monster spider. So that is awesome. So there you are, guys. There's the 1997 web trap series of Spider-Man figures. If you've liked this video today, please hit that like, please hit that subscribe and turn on notifications. If you've not seen my videos before, they're very much the same sort of format. I do a lot of inbox videos of action figures from Toybiz in the 1990s. These are really cool. Hopefully they've brought back some memories if you had one or two of them. I know I definitely had this Rhino as a kid. A great series of figures with great gimmicks. Let me know what you think, guys. Yeah, around £30 each. That's pretty much what I see them going for. You can pick them up a bit cheaper sometimes. It's, you know, second market. I do think on the second market there have been a lot more people selling action figures, but not necessarily for the prices they should be set at in the current state of the market, because who's got money for figures when we've got heating bills and the cost of living as it is? Certainly not me. Guys, that's all I've got time for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, good luck searching for that toy gold.